Man. The only thing I'm catching off these is Carter. Not a single catfish. Not a single one.
ESPN analyst, former coach Herm Edwards, joining us here on The Fan. Herm, how you doing today?
I am well. It's kind of interesting, the National Football League, especially, right about now, when guys are doing a little bit of working. There's always high expectations right now. And that's a good, that's a good thing. There's no pads, there's no score. And guys are excited, which is a good thing.
It is a good thing, and we're very excited here in Cleveland for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, we have a quarterback battle going on, and we have 4 different quarterbacks. Before we go into that battle and let's just start off going one by one, essentially. But Shedeur Sanders is where I want to start with you. It seems like he's had a very, very good mini camp and very good little last month here, hanging around the Browns and really just showing off the field and on the field what he can do. What are your expectations for Shedeur this upcoming season?
Looks like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. For the last time.
Season.
Well, I think at the end, especially when the preseason starts, he's going to find a way to beat those guys out. That's just my opinion. The eye test tells me at the end of the day. Now, I've known him since he was a little kid, but I just think his makeup, what he's all about, felt like he got slighted in the draft, and I will agree with him. He did. Not saying maybe he should have been the first player picked. I'm not saying that, but I think there's a lot that went into that.
Let's go.
Why he dropped so much.
We got a cat on our hands. We got a cat.
But the other things that go along with football, I think the glare of who he is, who his father is, I think a lot of teams were worried that they didn't want that in their locker room. But
shucks.
when you meet the kid and you meet what he's about,
let's go.
He's a pro. He's a pro. He knows how to do things. He goes about it the right way. So I just think when the lights come on and they start playing in the preseason, look out. I think he's going to do good.
What do you think is his most translatable NFL trait?
I think, he understands the game very well. I mean, this guy's been in school since he was a little kid by his dad. He's been around it. He's seen it. He understands the mentality of it all. You know, he grew up in it. He's watched it. You know, his father, maybe you can say one of the best athletes ever played the game. And I think sometimes, you know, when people look at Deion Sanders and they don't know him, they don't understand Deion Sanders is one of the smartest football players ever played the position. So this guy is not just, you know, talented. I mean, he's a study. I mean, he gets it. You know, he knows how to prepare. All those things are in his favor.
Is he going to have enough reps in order to win out the job? You know, when you have 3 other quarterbacks and 4 quarterbacks total, it's not something we typically see. And yeah, there's days, a lot of days, but is he going to have enough reps in order to be able to really showcase what he can do?
Well, that's going to be on the coach. That's where coaching comes in at the end, right? I mean, when you watch him practice every day, you know, it's like, okay, you know, eventually got to make a decision. So eventually they got to say, okay, this is how it's going to be, because you're right, especially in professional football. You only have so many reps. It's not like college football where you can stay out there for 3 hours with those kids. Mm-hmm. You only got so many players, and you are correct. Who is going to get the reps? And I think the reps are going to be looked at this way. You know, when you get reps, what is your production? And here's another thing I want to know. This is even going to be more interesting. Who are they building the offense around?
I mean,
that's something to do with the quarterback too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of run game, if I'm going to be honest, for this upcoming year. I think it's a lot of run game, probably a lot of defensive run game. Probably still a lot of what the Steelers have done in recent years, and maybe try to attack it for that way if you're trying to go just in a big picture. But for the offense, it's going to be a lot of run game.
Well, we say that, but they were 29th running the football. There's only 32 teams.
No, I know, but they drafted 2 running backs, though. You know, that's why you took Judkins in the second round. You took Sampson. I know the running back. Yeah, I know. It's all fair points. But you have a healthier offensive line. Yeah, healthier offensive line, you would imagine. Offensive line was miserable last year, Herm. You know that. That was a miserable offensive line last year. That was tomato cans over there, Herm.
Yep, I understand. I had some of those guys in my time. I understand. No, I just think, you know, it.
Man, not 2 of them. I can't do nothing with that. It's a big boy. Come on. You ain't big enough. Come on. Once I catch you off your feet, once you get you off your feet, and you go trying to make waves. No sir. No sir. Come here. Wow. Trophy carp. Carp bigger than the catfish. The hell he?